Hello friends, I am C. Arun Tiwari and welcome to my channel AKT Associates. Friends, this video I am going to make only for my NRI friends who are looking to sell their property in this lockdown situation. And most of them are confused that what should do. Should they sell the property? Should they accept that their property has been depreciated? Should they accept whatever money is offered to them? Or what exactly they should do? So friends, I have few tips or maybe suggestions for you. So friends, first important part, during this corona scenario, the sentiment of most of people are down. So you have to understand that. So when the sentiments are down, generally the big ticket purchases or big ticket sales are not possible. So you have to first answer one question to me, that why you want to sell the property at this point. That you have to understand, that you have to answer the question yourself. If the answer is like you need the fund immediately for some purpose, then I will recommend that instead of selling the property in such a distressed situation, you should take some loan from bank against those property and wait for a right time. Because you understand friends, if you're going to sell the property at this point, first problem, it will be very difficult to find a buyer. Second problem, even you get a buyer, he will not give you the price you're expecting, and you are more prone to get a very hard and unreasonable negotiation or price. So the better, in stock market there is one say that never sell when everybody is selling, never buy when everybody is buying. So here the situation is same. Almost everybody trying to get rid of their property. Some of them or most of them are investors because they are not making any money and they can't see a future also nearby, so they are just selling at any price. But if you are not an investor, you have invested in the property as a property, then I will say wait for some time. I don't think more than 6 months the sentiments will return. Till the time hold, and if you need the fund immediately, then take a loan. If you don't need the fund immediately, you can simply hold on for some period. This is the suggestion number 1. Suggestion number 2, even you get a buyer, you have to be very sure that buyer has the capacity to buy the property. So either you ask him to show you the money, or at least a bank sanction letter, a loan sanction letter. Because nowadays you can really face that there may be lots of people who will try to take benefit out of this situation. They maybe give you some money and they will let you hang in the balance, and this can happen that lots of you can say agents can appear to be, you can say, posed like a buyer, but in the fact what basically they do, they make you stuck in between, and then either they sell the property to another person with a higher profit, or simply they can put you in trouble in some other way. Like you will not be able to sell to any other buyer if any genuine buyer also appear later, because they will pay you some down payment or some token money, and they will just let you stuck there. And because you are NRI, it's not feasible for you that every day coming and see that what exactly happening with that buyer and whether he's approaching you or not. So be very sure, whenever you find the buyer, the first thing you have to ensure whether he has the capacity to buy. And the good thing is check whether he has the cash or he has the sanction letter, and just make it mandatory. Otherwise you don't accept any kind of, you can say, down payment or token money. Even you accept a token money, you just sign a memorandum of understanding, and in memorandum of understanding simply you mention that if within 15 days he is not proceeding with the next installment, next payment, the memorandum of understanding will cancel, and you can just accept that you will return the money to him, and you are not liable any kind of loss or any kind of things to that buyer. So be very sure about these legalities, because I have seen in such a situation people make you get into something, and because they know that people are desperate to get the deal done and get the money, so lots of people are there to make good use of this situation, which definitely not be that good for you. So this is a suggestion number 2. The last suggestion friends is to hire an expert chartered accountant, an expert lawyer, property lawyer. I'm not saying that to promote my business or myself. The only problem I'm saying that if you have a good chartered accountant and good lawyer, they can really make your life much easier when you're selling your property from abroad, because all the documentation, all the legalities, all the legal deeds, they can help you to tilt in your favor. At least they can make sure that you should not stuck. You can seek help from them when somebody trying to bargain hard or trying to be unreasonable with you. Because I have seen, especially in NRI cases, if buyer come to know that they are desperate, most of the cases they become very unreasonable. So yes, there will be some fees involved, but at this situation it will be really make sense to pay some fees and avoid a lot of inconvenience and loss later. Because I have seen there's a tendency people try to cut corner when coming for the expert advisory or hiring a good chartered accountant or hiring a good lawyer. They see this is a cost and this is going to reduce their profit or their whatever take home money. But you understand, in India nowadays the situation is like is mostly going to be like after the corona, even the over, lots of people will struggle with lots of kind of payments. People will simply run away when it is, because they don't have the cash. The liquidity is going to be scarce, and in such situation, if you're getting into a huge deal like selling a property of worth crores, there are more chances that people try to cut corner to save some money, to bargain some money, to you can say to cheat some money. And in that cases, these experts, these you can say professionals can really be very helpful. They can be really helpful to draft a proper memorandum of understanding, proper sale deed, because it cannot be standard at this time. Because if it's going to be very standard and copy paste approach, there are more chances that you can stuck in middle. There may be some chances where you get the first installment and then you have to wait for 3 months to get the second installment, or maybe the buyer doesn't pay you, doesn't leave you the property also. So in that case, this kind of advisory is going to help. So this is a third and last advice or suggestion for you. I just will sum up, and I think you will find a lot of value in that. If you feel that these suggestions is valuable or good, please put a comment. Please encourage us so that we can put more such videos, such suggestions online, which is generally even somebody personally approach me and ask me, I charge fees for that. But see, the making video is not to popularize myself or to seek some kind of monetary remuneration like Google AdWord or something. It's more about making people aware that post corona the world is not same, and the sale of property definitely cannot be the same. It is different situation and different world altogether, and you have to be very careful when you're getting into any big ticket sales or purchase. You have to ensure they can be little more or little less sales, but whatever, they should be sure coming back to you. That's why you have to be more careful in selecting the buyers. So I will summarize at last that 3 things you have to take care. First important thing, if it is not urgent, you don't need the fund urgently, go for a loan against your property and sell the property when the time or the situation normalize. Number 1. Number 2, when you're going for a buyer, be extra cautious. Get into proper legal documentation, maybe memorandum of understanding or some kind of pre-agreement kind of arrangement where the payments and everything is clearly mentioned, and what will happen if the conditions are not matched, it is clearly mentioned. So you choose your buyer very carefully. You be sure that buyer has the capacity to buy your property and he's just not buffing around or buffling around here and there. I don't know what is the meaning of buffling. Okay, so basic meaning of that, you should be sure that buyer has the capacity to buy. He has either cash and he can show you some kind of proof, maybe FD or something, or he can show at least a sanction letter. If the sanction letter is not there, you can request him that you are ready to wait for 1 month, but get a sanction letter before you can agree to sell property to him. Second suggestion, and last but not least, the most important suggestion is take some good chartered accountant and lawyers at your side. It may cost you some, maybe 30, 20, 50,000 rupees, but trust me, it's more valuable than getting stuck in between when your property is neither sold, neither it is open for new buyers, and then you are fighting a long drawn legal battle in India. I think you are aware what kind of legal battle happens in India. So that's all I have to offer in this video. Hope you have liked it. And if you liked it, subscribe my channel AKT Associates for more such NRI tax related updates, NRI tax related suggestions, advisory, and put the bell icon, because regularly I don't post it. Whenever I get a good topic, I make a video and share it. Apart from that, friends, I have at least 2-3 more such channels where I talk about stock market investments. Okay, so if you are interested, you can, I think, subscribe here. The link is there in description. Also, there's link of all the channels which I do. There are some channels where I generally talk about social and political issues. So if you are interested only, you're most welcome there. Why I created different channels? Because different people have different kind of you can say requirement or like or dislikes. So some people who are pure investor kind of mentality, they don't like political stuff, but I am more a hobbyist than a professional. So I just put whenever I feel that I have to express myself, and I think YouTube is the much better way to express yourself nowadays. If somebody listen, it's fine, otherwise at least you feel relieved. So that's all for today in this video. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and hope you find some value in the suggestions, and you will really going to implement when you are going to seek your property to sell in India in post corona scenario. For today, that's it. Take care and have a nice day.